7. Now, before you start talking, I don't want to hear no shit. It's very simple. My mouth is fucked up. And my face so we cannot tell that. So, it's probably going to be the honeyest CD that we've ever had. But nevertheless,
What?
I still mean what I say. I will kick your ass, okay? I'm not playing with you. I will kick your ass. All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and give a shout out to our participants for today. Like usual, we have our president today here, Mr. Gameaholic. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself, Ray?
Fuck you, game. Fuck you. All right. Next on the list, we have Songbird, representing Guardian House. How are you doing, Songbird?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm here. I'm here. And also, we have Arrow Rock, representing Stealth House. Arrow Rock, how are you doing, buddy? Good. That's good to hear. And my favorite fucking pirate, my man Sepsis and his motherfucking band. Sepsis, how are you doing,
Yeah.
buddy? You doing good there? Good.
Good, man. Yeah, thinking and drinking.
Awesome sauce. And here representing the Knights and Infantry House, we have Mr. Roo. How are you doing, Mr. Roo?
I'm good, Ray. How are
Good.
you?
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Next person to ask how I am, I'm
In
punching the
English?
mouth after this, okay? I promise to God, I'm punching the fucking mouth after this.
Oh,
And
just
last on the
curious.
list, we have our buddy Adat Raycon. Adat Raycon, how are you doing today?
Good.
Good. It's good to hear your voice, Eddie. Good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear
Okay.
yours, despite the.
I will put a bullet in your ass. I'm not playing with you. I swear to God. I'm not even putting the gun down today, okay? I swear. I'm not even going to put it down. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get today's meeting started. Um,
That's two shots.
Today's meeting is officially called a session. But before we get started, I would like to go over pleasantries. If anyone here has anything they would like to share with the family, now's a good time, and we'll be happy to hear what you got.
It's good to see how this meeting, despite what?
Despite what? What you got to say? I know you're not talking about me. Despite what? Despite
I
what?
thought you said
Say it.
despite, so I was like, what?
I double dare you say it.
It's, it's good that even though, even though that, like, you didn't cancel the stream, and even though, your voice, or, like, you're having issues with your lip.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay, and that's the last time I goes any more of that.
Awesome, brother. Well, thank you. Is there any other pleasantries here? Don't all not talk because I got a gun pointing at you. It's okay, I promise. Har har har.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
is. He
you
goes
say
to
that.
snap, kind of, yeah. Okay, so let's get ready to move on. There is no other pleasantries for today. I'm gonna try to avoid p words as much as possible. So,
And possibly M words and anything that revolves around closing your mouth to pronounce a letter.
yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid those words. All right, you
Yeah,
guys. So, please listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth at this point in time. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start. Why am I Ray Charles in right now? We're gonna go ahead and start on our green show table like usual. You guys, as far as your presidential staff is concerned, TCK is doing a pretty solid job. We have recognized that a lot of the houses are starting to go through some form of a regression, in which case we notice that a few of the commanders are trying to step up to recruit more people, which is good. And the commanders even notice that we need more people, which is good. My personal recommendation to you is going to be that we start just doing like we always do. Let's matchmake still. But every game, it doesn't matter. You should not have to be a commander. Anybody in the party can tell the party leader to back up and let's just send out a few invites. You get a few people into the party, You see who has a headset, and you ditch the ones that don't. That is the foundation of recruiting, you guys. So I'm just gonna kind of encourage us throughout the next week or two to just not be so quick to rush into every game. And even still, I should not be so quick to, just use my little Ray time without doing something appropriate during that time. So it's all of our jobs, you guys, to remind the party leader to back up, and we all should be sending invites. And just remember, it's more effective if everyone in the party sends him one invite versus one person in the party keeps spamming him. He's more likely to come to a party where everyone is inviting him to. Just something to keep in mind. So, outside of that, there's not too much to really say on Green Show today. Um, I do want to remind all commanders and members alike that the presidential staff is recommending to you to slow down on your tryouts. I mean, we want you guys to keep doing tryouts, keep getting them done, that's true, but once a person takes off that green crown, that's their way of saying to the entire family that they now know their job, they've been to a few classes, they know what's going on. And if we keep allowing people to come in and be here for like barely a week, barely 3 or 4 days, and then take a tryout, slowly but surely, we're going to keep getting members in who don't know what they're doing, who don't come to classes, who don't participate. So let us just slow back down on how we're doing our tryouts, you guys. That's all we have for today. Does anyone else here have anything on Green Show they would like to talk about? Green Show going once, going twice.
Sorry, my mic just lagged out.
Gameaholic, Mr. President. Anything on Green Show?
Yep, just a bit of advice. Evaluate the person first. Don't just jump into your tryouts, okay? I'll give you an example. The higher houses, when you're recruiting for higher houses, they always use their evaluations before their respective tryouts. Okay, so making sure that people are going to classes, making sure they are doing the right thing on the battlefield. If not, remind them. All this stuff needs to come before the tryout, because, like Ray said, if you don't and people get their crown, they're just gonna end up having it taken away the next day for because they're doing the wrong shit. So just evaluation.
Excuse me, can you tell
Okay.
me my voice is kind of hard to hear you?
Sorry, is that better?
Yes,
That's a
thank you.
lot better.
Okay, the point I was trying to make anyway is evaluation is very important. The higher houses use evaluation, so we should use the tryout period as a time for evaluation for the lower houses. Because although they're higher houses, they use evaluation, it doesn't mean to say it's not needed in lower houses.
Amen. So just remember, TCK, this is your family. And you are the main line of defense when it comes to making sure that the member is protecting themselves and they know what's going on, and that you're protecting the family from them, just in case they don't know what's going on. We all got to do our part together, you guys. So, is there anything else on Green Show? Green Show going what? Going twice? Green Show, Green Show, Green Show. Okay, hi. Okay. All right, well, that's enough, guys. Let's go ahead and move on.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
I have to stand next to this man.
Oh, gosh. Okay, guys. Well, let's get ready to move on up to the member table. Once again, as always, custom game night is a blast. Everyone here has a great time. If you don't come to custom game nights, you probably should at least give it a shot. It's on Friday nights. Bring a 6-pack of beer, and yeah, just sit on down and have a good time. It's a blast. You don't have to do good. You just have to have fun. That's all we ask. Now, outside of custom game night, members, we want you guys to know that we are doing a lot behind the scenes to redesign TCK. Going to your classes and to your house meetings is going to become a pillar of this family. If, in other words, you won't even be able to move up without showing up to current events. That's important to note. Now, in addition to that, it's already been instituted last week, but moving forward, we are taking crowns from now on. This is not necessarily a form of punishment, but more or less a chance to correct your actions, to make sure that we're all on the same page in the battlefield. Now, I can understand if you're the person who is losing a crown, it can definitely appear to be a form of punishment. And if you feel that way, my only recommendation to you is to come to classes and come to your house meetings. Get to know your job, get to know your weapons, get to know your vehicles. Now, the rules are going to work as followed, members. If you, for some reason, get told by a silver crown or above as of now that you must take off that crown, and they will tell you exactly why after the game, then you need to take off the crown. This is not to be negotiated. This is not for you to talk about. They're coaching you at this time. Now, during this time period, one or two things are going to happen. Actually, one or three things are going to happen. Option one, you're going to figure out what the commander's so upset about, and you're just going to fix it. It's probably something simple like being there at the sniper spawn when it comes up, Jimmy Kudo, or not leaving the base, or making sure that if you're a stealth house and we have an adequate number of infantry members, then we're not supposed to be taking infantry vehicles. It's not my job to touch a Banshee. It's not my job to touch a tank. My job is to touch the mongoose and hit the flag and fast. So if they have to have this talk with you because you're not doing your job, then take this as a coaching lesson. More than likely, after the next game or two, they're going to give it back to you, as long as you can demonstrate you know what you're doing. Now, if for some reason you just don't get it, and we spend 4 games together and you're still doing the same shit, or maybe I'm just really irritated with you, and I gave you 1 game to get better, and for some reason you just couldn't do it. At that point, the Silver Crown or above can remove you from the lobby. Let's get that straight. They can do that. In addition to that, they will have to contact your Gold Crown commander and inform them of exactly what happened and that they took your crown and why. From here, you don't got to worry about talking to him no more because now your Gold Crown has been informed. You need to show up to a house meeting, in which case your Gold Crown may want to sit down with you personally. I don't know. But you will receive a much more stern coaching about the incident from your Gold Crown commander. Now, we'll just say that if for any reason throughout this process, you just say, fuck this shit, I don't want to do this right now. I was doing this because we need it, and I'm not trying to hear all that shit. That's not good, because what's going to happen is your Gold Crown or the Silver Crown, whoever you disrespected at the time, they have no choice but to file paperwork. And from there, you can forget about going to talk to them. You can forget about talking to your Gold Crown. You're coming to talk to me personally. And at that point, we're talking about whether or not I'm putting you back in Green Shield altogether. So that is a disciplinary course of action that we have planned out. But if you notice, it starts off with the coaching process first. In which case, all commanders hope that it never has to get past that. So with that being said, does anyone here have any questions about what is going on and what you will be experiencing here pretty much starting now. Well, starting last week actually. Questions, questions, questions. With no further questions, I want you guys to understand, members, that I don't want to say for the majority, but I will say for the known minority, certain individuals have been going to classes a lot more than others. And they have been taking a lot more time out of their schedules to be a part of the family than others. And for that reason, for the first time ever, I would like to recognize the member of the month. And this is going to be for the month of March. That member is going to be Adapt Recon. So congratulations to Adapt Recon. Adapt Recon has been showing up to multiple classes. He's been just doing his part to just try to fit into the family. Now understand that member of the month is not something that's based off your KD record. It's based off your heart. It's based off your own personal motivation to be here and your own willingness to grow with us. So, Gameaholic, do you have anything you want to add on this table before we move up?
No, you can only play tablet if you sit on potty.
Yeah, I'll bring this one up on command table 2 as just a reminder. Just so you guys know, the crown removal is being revamped. It is going to be changed, and you'll find out at the next Saturday meeting exactly how it's going to work. I'm going to have it written up for you guys, so you know exactly what you can, what you can't do at your current level.
Thank you. Alright, so member table going once, going twice, third and final time. Next table is going to be our commander table. Now, commanders, once again, that last tidbit of the member table was mostly for you. I really don't find a need for us to repeat this. Gameaholic will be updating the records personally to make sure that we do have a feasible plan. And just to let you guys know, commanders, this may actually be extended all the way down from the silvers down to the members as well, to a certain extent, may I add. But that's neither here nor there right now, commanders. As long as you paid attention to the last table, please make sure you talk about that at your own personal house meetings. In addition to that, call-outs. Call-outs are a must. Every commander should be focusing at least 2 classes a month on strictly call-out information. We want to see a future TCK sooner than we're all members look at each other and play name that map and name that weapon or name that vehicle, and we should all be able to guess exactly what time each one of them spawn. And as of right now, TCK is not on that level yet. So I would like us to get there, but in order for us to get there, I need your guys' help. Oh gosh. Alright, you guys, so commanders, is there anything else on the command table you guys would like to talk about?
One quick thing, actually. Quick question. That folks that are not commanders. It's kind of strange, but I've had it come up recently, over and over and over and over and over again. Can people who are not commanders have permission from entitled to hold classes?
No.
It's like, cause that leads to the culmination of my story. If somebody wants to be a bronze commander and now look, I know how I went about things. I did things the right way for me. But there are like several folks that are really interested in like, oh well, Septus, I really like your classes. I feel like I could do that too. They should be contacting their top house leader For instance, if somebody wanted to be you know, hey Seps, I want to do, you know, I want to do infantry classes too, and he's in infantry. Hey, well, you know, look, I mean, he should be talking to act top commander, which would be Don Bannon at this current stage, in my particular house. I mean,
Correct.
that's the answer for that, right?
Oh
Right?
gosh, yes, that is correct.
Okay. I mean, that's basically it. I know that there's several people that want to try classes and do things, and I think they have a lot to offer. But they need to go to collective house, their house leaders, and ask them. That's what I should be saying to people who are commanders, correct?
Correct, because at the end of
Yep.
the day,
Okay.
you have to be a commander to teach a class.
I mean, it's right. I can. Yeah, that's a good idea. Go hold a fucking class. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell them that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go. I mean, I guess if you want to play the game and go have fun in a custom game and go, but it really can't be part of the, you know, technology that our family has. And you know what I'm saying? It can't be part of the education that our family does. That's something that they would have to, you know. See, I mean, I go to, okay, here's the thing. I go to every class I can. I don't care which house it is. And I encourage everybody else to do that. But I'm going to classes so I know what everyone's doing because we have a particular machine. Other folks want to get involved in that, but they need to see their respective houses, particularly. Right?
Correct.
And that's pretty much it. The leader of their house is the one that can delegate or talk to them about actually holding official True Combat King classes.
No.
I
Officially
can
speaking,
give you an
go ahead, Mr.
Well,
President.
that's my question. That is my question.
So, basically, at the moment, only one house has a gold crown, and that's very important to note at this point.
Right.
Yes.
Understood.
So when it goes to
That's kinda why
being
I'm
a
like, yeah.
commander, your silver cannot give them a promotion to bronze. However, your silver being the leading person in the house, and even when we do have gold crowns, is supposed to be the one that scouts and is meant to give the recommendations. So, with the exception of Guardian
And if
House,
you're not
every
a
other
commander,
house
you
should be
can't give a
referring
class,
people.
period, right?
If you're not,
Okay.
you can't give a class.
Not an
No.
official TCK class, period.
No.
Yeah, if you're
I
not
mean,
a
you can
commander, we
goof
don't want you
around and
teaching
you-
our members at all. At all.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That was my big
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer
Understood.
to finish what I was saying is yes, your silvers would have to go to a higher up, such as their gold when they have one, or for the time being Dan, to get that promotion to allow them to do that.
Mm-hmm. All right, understood. That's all I had.
All right. Well, since I
Alright,
want to thank you for that
Mike,
That was
question.
that was
a
very
really good one.
informative.
Good question,
No,
actually.
that
You
was
gotta-
informative because I get a lot of people who can I hold I mean, people from other houses have asked me, hey, Sepsis, can I hold a class? And I've told them no, you can't, actually, because I don't know if you can. I don't share my knowledge outside of TCK personally. You know what I mean? So I don't share my teaching my classes with random people and guys that just want to have a cocktail and talk shit. I don't do that. I don't care if they get shot in the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? I'm only here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for us. Until they make that move, if that's something they want to do, then I'll get involved. But I've heard a lot of level folks. I'm saying, ask me maybe because I'm just good old Sepsis or whatever. It's, hey Sepsis, you think I should hold a class too, or should I hold a? Say, I think that's a terrible fucking idea.
Nice.
I think what you should do is ask. I said you should ask your house, and I'm just getting that. Clear. Everyone knows that if you're gonna goof around in a custom game and you want to share some Halo knowledge, that's cool, but not TC. That's all. That's all. That's all I cared about. Cool. Done deal. I have absolutely nothing else. You guys nailed it.
Well, thank you, Substance, once again. Does any other commander here have anything else before we move up?
If
Command.
one more up. Obviously, as you guys know already by WeChat, I just want to let you guys know that Forge is up and running again. Further recruitment is to be discussed. Just want to let that be clear.
Okay.
I'll start foraging when I'm in a wheelchair, Brad. Word up.
Nice. Like, well, I can no longer shoot. Archie.
I'll
All
forage all
right.
day.
Well, Tim. By the way, thanks for the let me like the plan of the week. What I want like I want. Ugh, sorry. But forcing, when are we gonna hold classes for it?
That is still to be determined, to be honest with you.
Okay.
As it stands of right now, we are restructuring Forage Division entirely. Um, we're trying to get it back to its original roots, and at the same time, we are trying to modernize it to make it look like something that will be more appropriate for 2017 compared to 2013 when it was first started. So we do apologize, but we're working on it.
Okay.
Damn, 2013, that just sounds weird. Whatever. Okay, commander table going once, going twice. For the third and final time today, commander table. Nothing else, let's move on up to our general table. Okay, so you guys, generally speaking, TCKs is shit. You guys are awesome. That's not, but all jokes aside though, really you guys, TCK, we just need to remind all commanders, all members, that everybody in TCK has the power to start a social club party. This is important.
Oh, there's your
Um,
question, Songbird. There's your
every
question right there.
chance. Well, let me start over, you guys. I'm sorry. This really should have went on the commander table. It will next week, but for now on,
Yeah, when
anytime,
you said that.
anytime you guys hold a class or a meeting, especially those events, we be in a TCK party. Now, as members of the family, we should be using our party anyway. So if you guys are on and I hop on, and you ever wonder why I'm inviting you, it's very simple. It's because you're not in a TCK party and I am. And I want all the TCK to see that we're party up together in case that they just want to match up. It's public information about who's in whose party, but it's private because you have to be a member to know who's where. So if we can all get into the habit of this, in about a month from now, there's going to be like 18 different parties going on, and you'll be able to hop on and see, do I want to hang out with Sepsis and Songbird? Do I want to hang out with Ray? What's Dan doing? Maybe I want to hang out with the Elder Scrolls cats, or I might want to play some GTA. We can go see what they're doing. Or our TL boy,
Right,
he's playing
right.
Destiny right now. Let me go hop in his
That was a
party
good
and talk
person
to
to play
him.
with.
So this type of to be able to decide what game you want to play with TCK members about from us using this one tool that all members must get familiar with for us to become a better family. So, do you guys have any questions about that?
Send it
Does
to them.
anyone
Send it
here
to.
need to
Send
take
it
a
to them.
class
Show
right
them the
quick? How
doc.
to take this? How to do this? But moving forward, I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Are we clear on how to
No,
chat?
Miss Songbird doesn't have a microphone. That was gonna be her question for the day. You just did it again. That's it.
Okay. Well, if you're at home right now, we do
She was like,
apologize for
"Can
the
I, she was like,
interruption.
can I start a party?"
Okay.
I was like, "Yeah, of course you can."
Yes,
I
all
said,
TCK members are
I'm
welcome.
pretty sure that is as long as it's a TCK member, obviously. But
Yes.
actually, can if we invite somebody, right, and they're allowed in the club, right? Because prior to this conversation, we had talked about, you know, outside folks coming in and hanging out with us because there's a lot, you know what I'm saying, like Human Member's brother and a few other folks that like to come and play with us, um, that we're close with and people seem to enjoy, and they're allowed in the TCK parties. Um, with that being said, uh, if a TCK member leaves the party, does person that is in the party and not belonging to the club still have control of the chat?
No, actually, it by default skips over that person altogether and goes to the next TCK
Okay.
party member. Now, if there is no other
Okay.
TCK party member, then the party just shuts down after you leave.
Excellent. There you go. There you go, Songbird. You heard that?
Yep.
Cool.
So let's see here. What was I gonna say on that party information? I'm trying to remember exactly. Oh yeah, and just remember TCK that sepsis. This is kind of for you and everyone at their level. TCK is 3 degrees at the basic level. Moves up and it gets more elaborate. But for the outside looking in, there's 3 circles of TCK. You have the social club, which any Joe Blow can be a part of, unless if you're banned from TCK. But as long as you're not banned, I don't give a fuck. If your little cousin, sister, Sally, best friend, who suck all the dick in the club, decides she's social club, that's cool. No one gives a fuck. But she will not ever be allowed to come to any events like house meetings, training classes, any of those type of activities ever until she becomes an official TCK member. She will never have priority in custom game lobbies. She will never be respected as a tracking member, but she is of our social club. Now, if you're a member of TCK, you're kind of like a fellow craft. You're a second degree, if you will. You do have access. You are on the inside, and you're more than just in a social club. You can come to inside events. You have a say-so in the family. You're a member of this community. If you come to sepsis level, you're a commander. You have more say-so over that social club than any member does. You have more say-so on this game than any member does. And that's how we designed TCK for this year. So we encourage you guys to invite as many of your friends, your mamas, your uncle. We don't care. If you want them to be associated with TCK or affiliated, if you want them to be affiliated with us, anybody can join the social club. They're not to be treated as members because they're not members until they go through the process. So
Right.
hopefully everyone's cool on that. Hopefully everyone's clear on that. All right. So is there anything else for today's general table? Thinking about it, thinking about it. Rue is working on the app, probably an actual app. So I need to sit with him when my tooth feel better and talk to him. But I just thought I'd put that out there. Now for everyone else in TCK, I'm just gonna say this as of right now. The list of people expected in Vegas as of now is as follows. Myself, an empty Niners all day. We're expecting Dirty Dan. Is anybody else able to get their funds in sooner than later? Okay. So with that being said, we just want to remind you guys that this is not easy for us to do. These type of activities that everyone claims that they would like to have, they're not cheap. And when we dedicate a lot of resources to you guys having a vacation at a discounted rate, I mean, I want you guys to be made aware of how much charity your vacation. You cannot go to Vegas for $200 and be there for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot. We have provided you guys literally a vacation at cost of about 40%. $200 is about 40% the cost of what that vacation is really worth. So if you guys would like us to continue to invest so many resources into you guys, then you need to start taking advantage. If you don't take advantage of them, then this is money that's going down the drain. There is so much of our money that's been given to these companies not be refunded down the drain. So, if you can make it, if you want to make it, we need you to step up and come. If you can't make it, we understand life happens, but understand, and this is for everyone here to remember, I don't want to hear your ideas no more because your ideas cost me money that you're not willing to chip in on yourself. I don't like people like that. I really don't. So, with that being said, just think about it, you guys. If choices to come to Vegas, we're gonna have a blast. I promise you, we always have a good time, regardless of who shows up or who doesn't show up. We're gonna have a party anyway. But we would like to see you there. We really will. All right. Being said, does anyone need a general table they like? General table
Um,
going? Yes, sir.
because we're televised, I don't want to go without just asking this question. We have court details that stay off of the television.
That is correct. You can announce that on television. I mean, just the actual court docket and details cannot be televised. So, just do Gameaholic a
Okay.
favor. Do you want? Go ahead, pal. Go ahead and announce it.
I was just gonna say what was meant to be happening today, what's not going to be, and what is going to be happening today.
Go
That's
ahead.
all,
It's
no
all you.
details needed. Alright, so as you guys know, it was late notice, but Danny won one as court today after this meeting for certain problems and whatnot. We was meant to have one for us as well, but due to issues on both ends, that is no longer possible.
Okay. So, Mr. President, with that, um, you guys, if you would love to have you. Court's taking place directly after this meeting, so we're gonna get together, have some bacon and eggs, and then go right on in the court and hang somebody. Sounds fun? All right. Okay. So, is there any other final announcements? Again, we're going once, going twice. Final time. Nothing else. Please remain seated and silent for the ceremonial closing. Time today. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? For the second time today, are there any questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? For the third time today, speak now or hold your peace until our next approved family meeting. But are there any questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? Well, with no further questions, comments, nor concerns, we want to thank you guys for tuning in at home, and we want to thank you guys for being here at the meeting today. But this meeting is officially adjourned. Thank you guys. Have a great day.
-1.